Before traveling to Japan, I spent 4 months living in Singapore, one of the most orderly, gracious places on earth. When I told my colleagues I'm heading to Japan, they gave me all kinds of advice. Don't talk on trains, bow when you say thank you, never stick your chopsticks in rice. So I landed in Tokyo thinking, I'm ready. But Japan had a lot more to teach me. It's one thing to know the etiquette, it's another to feel the rhythm behind it and understand where it comes from. I was excited and curious to learn more deeply. And if you're watching this, you're probably a curious explorer too, someone who wants to go beyond sightseeing. So let's explore Japan beyond the surface. My flight from Singapore to Tokyo landed at 6 a.m. By the time I reached my hotel, I was desperate for coffee. Luckily, there was a 7-Eleven nearby. They're everywhere in Asia. I grabbed a coffee and a snack and started walking, sipping as I went, joining the thousands of locals starting their morning. Within a block, I felt eyes on me. Not judgment, just quiet confusion, like I'd missed a silent sign. And I had. In Japan, eating or drinking while walking is considered disrespectful. People pause, stand aside, enjoy their meal, and then move on. Food deserves attention. It's about mindfulness and respect in the moment. Later that morning, I wandered into a stationery store. Heaven for anyone who loves precision. Smooth paper, flawless pens, it's where design meets discipline. You should definitely explore Japan stationery. When I went to pay, I handed my credit card to the cashier. She smiled, slid a small tray toward me, and waited. I had to glance at the customer next to me to understand what to do. The tray wasn't decoration, it was etiquette. You place your card or cash there to avoid awkward hand collisions. And that's how Japan teaches you. Through quiet example, every tiny act whispers, move with respect, not rush. Japan's culture rests on 3 quiet ideas that guide everything. Wa, or harmony, Menboku, face, meaning dignity and respect, and Omotenashi, thoughtfulness and care. By the second day, I began to notice Wa, harmony, everywhere. On the metro, when someone sneezed, 3 people bowed at once. Not a word, just quiet acknowledgement. Japan prizes collective rhythm over individual volume. You'll see it in spotless streets, tidy queues, and even how hundreds of people cross Shibuya crossing, like a perfectly timed orchestra without a single collision. On another train, I saw a small sign asking passengers not to click laptop keyboards too loudly. That's how deep the respect for others' quiet runs in Japan. Harmony here isn't silence, it's empathy made visible. A friend once told me about an American executive who ended the meeting with Japanese colleagues with, "This just won't work." The Japanese team went silent. It wasn't disagreement that hurt, it was the loss of face for everyone in the room. In Japan, Menboku refers to the Japanese concept of face, which includes a person's reputation, honor, and dignity. It's about maintaining one's image and composure through proper behavior, because one person's actions reflect on the group. Words are chosen carefully to protect everyone's pride. In 1992, US President George H.W. Bush fell ill and fainted at a state dinner in Tokyo. The American press laughed it off, but in Japan, it was mortifying, a loss of composure and therefore of face. As a traveler, once I understood one's Menboku, I started noticing small but powerful things. You almost never see people argue in public, and even when a meal isn't to your taste, you always end with a smile and sincere thank you. In Japan, the chef's pride is sacred, and your grace preserves their face. The first taxi we took in Japan was arranged by our hotel receptionist. We were surprised when she came outside with us and told the driver where to take us in Japanese. We hadn't asked her to. She simply wanted to make sure we got there smoothly. The driver stepped out, opened the door, and even placed his hand above my head so I wouldn't bump it. That's Omotenashi, Japan's signature hospitality. If you pay attention, you'll notice this art of caring for others' comfort everywhere. From baristas who chase you with a forgotten umbrella to shopkeepers who bow until you've turned the corner. Even big companies learn this the hard way. When Airbnb came to Japan in 2018, many guests ignored local customs. They kept their shoes on, they rolled suitcases late at night, they left a lot of trash behind. The neighbors felt their peace was broken. It clashed with Japan's value of kindness and quiet consideration for others. In Japan, time isn't money, it's manners. When we took the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Nagano, our train was scheduled for 10:13 a.m. At 10:11, it arrived. By 10:13, 1,000 people had exited, another 1,000 had boarded, luggage was stored, and the door closed, right on time. Only in Japan can precision feel that poetic. Being on time says, I value your time as much as mine, and that shared respect keeps the entire country running like a symphony. One of the things you'll quickly notice is that Japan is spotless. But there's the surprise, there are almost no public trash bins. If you're used to them, it feels counterintuitive. How can it be so clean without them? The answer? Everyone simply carries their trash until they can dispose of it properly. It's not about rules, it's about respect for shared space. Everyone does their part. When we walked the Philosopher's Path in Kyoto, highly recommended by the way, we saw shop owners sweeping the dust outside their stores. They didn't push it onto the street. They carefully scooped it up and took it inside to dispose of properly. Cleanliness here isn't maintenance, it's mindfulness. Meals in Japan aren't just about food, they're acts of gratitude. We once tried a traditional keiseki meal, a set of small, delicate dishes, each a masterpiece. But truthfully, one cold chewy dish tested our courage. We felt bad leaving it, but saying we didn't like it would have been worse. So we smiled, thanked our host, and focused on what we could appreciate: the beauty, the care, the effort, and our own learning. In Japan, appreciation always tastes right. Dining in Japan is choreography. Never stick chopsticks upright in rice, it reminds people of funeral customs. Never pass food from chopsticks to chopsticks, it mirrors funeral rites. And yes, slurp your noodles, it's a compliment. The beauty of dining here isn't in memorizing rules, it's in connection. Every small act says, thank you for sharing this moment. When I get to a new country, I try to learn a few words in the country's language. Gestures speak volumes, but making an effort to learn a few words shows a lot of respect. You don't need perfect pronunciation, just effort. So here are 3 words in Japanese to get you started. Konnichiwa means hello. Arigato gozaimasu means thank you very much. And lastly, oishi means delicious. Japan taught me that respect isn't a rule book, it's a rhythm. It lives in the pause before the bow, the quiet on the train, and the tray that catches your change. So travel gently and observe deeply, because the real souvenir you'll bring home from Japan is a bit of its graceful culture.